In this exercise, we are going to start with this drawing, and in the end, we will get this result. Exercise 5. Click on the image, check template. And first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna write the text cut. So I have to select the type tool, click, and I'm gonna change the font to Arial, font style to black, and size, shift up arrow, I'm gonna increase it like this. I'm gonna select the text, gonna write cat, go back here, shift up arrow, and gonna stop at 530 points. Now selection tool, I'm gonna move right here. I'm gonna zoom a little bit, and what I'm gonna do now, I need to modify the shape of this text, so I have to convert it from a text to a shape. I can click here, type, and then click on create outlines, or I can right click on the text and click create outlines. It's the same thing. Click, and now we no longer have a text and we have three shapes. Okay, now I'm gonna draw the ears using the pen tool. Click and drag, anchor, and place the cursor right here. Click and drag. Now we have the first ear. Escape. Second ear. Click. Click and drag. Anchor, and click and drag like this. Escape. Gonna move to the letter T. Direct selection tool. This time I'm gonna select both of these points and delete. I'm gonna select this point. I'm gonna move it right here. This point, I'm gonna move it right here. Now I'm gonna select everything, and I'm gonna round the corners a little bit. I'm not gonna go all the way, just a little bit like this. I think this looks good. Maybe some more. Make sure I select everything, and I'm gonna round it a little bit more like this. I think this looks good. Now I'm gonna draw the tail using the pen tool. I'm gonna swap fill and stroke. Now I have a black stroke, and stroke weight, I'm gonna choose 100 points. I need a very thick line, and I'm gonna start the path right here. Click and drag, click and drag, click and drag like this, click and drag like this, and one click here. Escape, direct selection tool. I'm gonna go back and modify the line a little bit. Click on this point, I'm gonna move it up a little bit like this. And this point a little bit to the right. Selection tool, I'm gonna select the line and click here, stroke. I'm gonna change the cap from butt cap to round cap like this. Okay, now I need to direct selection tool, move this point down a little bit like this. Okay, I think this looks good. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna select the line, go to object and expand, click OK, and now it's no longer a line, it's no longer a path, it became a shape. Now I have all these shapes. I'm gonna select all of them and click here, unite, and now they are all united. I'm gonna add the colors, select everything. I'm gonna set the stroke color to this shade of orange, stroke weight 10 points like this, and the fill I'm gonna choose this shade of orange like this. Now I'm gonna draw the ears, continue drawing the ears. I need the pen tool, fill white, stroke none. Gonna start from here using the pen tool. Gonna click and drag a little bit like this. Now Control Z. A line like this, curved line like this. Anchor. Click and drag like this. Anchor and click and drag like this. Now move to the other ear. Click and drag, anchor, click and drag, anchor, and click and drag like this. Okay, select, deselect. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna draw some stripes on the tail. Selection tool. First of all, I have to right click and ungroup. This is very important. This needs to be separate like this. And I'm gonna set this to draw inside. I'm gonna go to the blob brush tool. I'm gonna choose the white color first. Double click and make sure the size is about 80 points. And I'm gonna draw like this with the color white. Now I'm gonna change the color to this shade of orange, the same color as the stroke of the word cat, same color, and I'm gonna start drawing some stripes like this. I'm gonna add another stripe like this, another stripe like this, another stripe like this. And using the direct selection tool, I can move the stripes. I'm not very happy with the location. I want almost the same distance between all of them. And I think this looks good. Now I'm gonna click here. I'm gonna make the template disappear. And now the exercise is finished. You go do the same and don't forget to save.